Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I am jumping straight into today's video with my nails already prepped with a peel off base coat, so I'm going to jump straight into applying my nail tips. For today's nail tips, I will be using these stiletto shaped nail tips, and we're actually going to cut them into an almond, but I do need them because they're really easy to shape into an almond. As far as nail adhesion goes, I will be using this nail glue gel from Born Pretty, but honestly you can use base coat. I know there's a lot of people who use nail glue gel as their nail adhesive now instead of using the traditional nail adhesive like nail glue. I think it's fine to use it. I think whatever works for you is the best thing. Just be very careful of not letting the nail glue gel touch your skin, as it can lead to adverse allergic reactions. Alright, so it is time to shape the nail tips. I'll be using a straight edge nail cutter to clip the tip of the nails so that we're able to do a long almond. Before we begin our polygel application, I'm going to apply base coat on all of my nails, and I will be carrying this in the lamp for 30 seconds. For today's polygel, I will be using this color from Pink Mask in the color Rosewater Pink, and I will also be using alcohol as my slip solution. Alright, so for those of you that are new to my channel or to this style of video, this video is centered around my astrology series and the horoscope of each sign. So if you're interested, stay tuned. If not, feel free to skip. I do not typically cover what I'm doing for application. I usually talk through the entire application or a good chunk of it. I am very late. I was late all year, honestly. I think the only one that I was on time for was Pisces for this year, which is really bad. I definitely am going to make an effort to be a little better next year and to plan this a lot better. I have some ideas of what I'm going to do to make this a lot more efficient and faster, because I literally take a month just to do these and it's bad. My mental health hasn't also been the best this year either, which I don't want to label that as an excuse, but it definitely plays a part in the frequency of my uploads this year. And yeah, I'll probably get into that another time. Alright, so for the month of November, November. Since November is basically gone, the only thing that I really can or will cover for everyone is just to keep an eye out for Mercury retrograde. Since we are in the retrograde phase, we still have about 11 days left, maybe even less by the time this video comes out. Mercury is the planet of communication, technology, travel, and when Mercury retrogrades, it can cause disruption in those themes, and it started in Sagittarius and will end in Scorpio. We also have Venus in Scorpio, Mars moved into Sagittarius, and Uranus is retrograding back into Taurus. This retrograde is gonna be kind of messy, especially for November 20th to the 22nd. I want to even say 19th to the 22nd. It's gonna be kind of crazy, maybe even on the last day. Usually I feel like there's an impact on the last day of Mercury retrograde. This is definitely not the time to crash out or react hastily. Scorpio is a Martian sign, and it's also about taboo topics, things that are uncovered. And with Mercury retrograding back into Sagittarius, which is more expansive in the sign of Mercury, it does not operate very well under the sign, as Mercury is a neurotic planet, and it functioning in Sagittarius can be chaotic in itself, since Sagittarius doesn't worry about the fine details. The next 10 to 9 days is a time to reflect and review any unfinished projects or unfinished work. This is also a time to decide what you want to do with your unfinished work in time. This retrograde is also opposing Uranus as well, which brings sudden and shocking news. So check your chart. You can see exactly what to expect under this transit from now until November 29th. I say this every Mercury retrograde, but just make sure to double check your emails, triple check your texts, and if you're ordering anything, just make sure to triple, double, quadruple check your address, your phone number, and the item that you're ordering, because Mercury retrogrades are known for you accidentally ordering the wrong thing or causing disruptions of that nature. There's going to be a lot of crazy stuff going on with our government institutions. If anybody's in the States or the US, I know a large part of my community is part of the US, so we're going to expect some crazy stuff going on with that, some things being revealed, some very shocking things being revealed. I also think government institutions may reverse or double back on decisions that will affect this country. And we also saw this the last couple months. We saw many delays and disruptions in travel, foreign relations, internet or territory bans, transportation, lots of interruptions and disruptions with aircrafts. There's going to be a lot of drama unfolding. A lot of secrets are going to be exposed. The tabloids are going to be very insane. You'll be impacted more by this transit if you have planets in Sagittarius in the 0 to 6 degrees or Scorpio in the 20 degrees to 29. So I could probably say if you have fixed and or mutable planets in those degrees, you might feel it too. So now I want to talk about Libras personally. Let's talk about how these transits will affect you the next couple of months astrologically. September must have took a huge toll on you guys, especially mentally due to that Virgo eclipse. I hope all my Libras are okay. There was a full moon in Aries and a new moon in Libra last month in October. I wonder how that was for you guys. There have maybe been some emphasis on yourself as an individual and how you relate on your one-to-one partnerships. I wasn't able to cover your early November astrology, but we do have something coming up on the Scorpio new moon on November 21st, which will be in a couple days. Hopefully this is posted before the Scorpio new moon. This month is pretty interesting for Libra. Seems like there's something unexpectedly resurfacing with siblings or cousins, childhood friends, a bit explosive or disruptive, adding the energy of the Mercury retrograde into Sagittarius. There's an emphasis on family and your public life in November. Uranus is retrograding back into Taurus, which is in your 8th house. There could be some unexpected refunds or deposits around this time. Saturn and Jupiter will also be making a beautiful trine in your 6th and 10th house. If you've been dealing with any health issues, expect that to clear up a bit, or you'll find some practical solutions for it. There's also some nice energy for being recognized in the public sphere for your hard work if you've been really going at it behind the scenes. Now, towards the end of November, specifically this week, that new moon in Scorpio looks amazing for you guys. There's a lot of great energy for monetary gain and being seen in the spotlight, like I mentioned earlier, since your 2nd house is going to be activated by the Saturn, Jupiter, and Scorpio moon grand trine. If you're a content creator or a business owner, I can see some really good stuff here. Definitely look into launching something. Even if you're a Capricorn rising, I could see some really good stuff happening here too. You might even get a nice promotion at work. Another thing is Pluto. You guys have Pluto in your 5th house of creativity, romance and your interests. And Pluto is a transformative planet. It can also bring destruction to the areas it touches to leave a clean slate. Since you have Pluto in Aquarius transiting your 5th house, your interest in creativity may undergo a deep transformation. Your interests may change. You might refine your hobbies. The music you listen to will also evolve as well. This is a long time transit, which will be for the next 20 years or so. There isn't much to touch on here until Uranus trines Pluto again, which I think will happen next year, and I will touch more on that when it's relevant. So all I have to say for Libra placements is to take care of yourself and your physical body. I feel like I don't have to tell most Libras to upkeep themselves. You guys are really good at beauty and physical maintenance, but there may be some Libra risings out there that will strive so hard and put their career before anything, so just make sure to take a step back. Also, the urge to quit your job is going to be outstanding. Just make sure you have something steady before you do it. Since you have Saturn in your 6th house, which I touched on earlier, the 6th house rules your physical body and also your work, so you may feel some stagnation, a huge responsibility in these themes. So yeah, there may be some struggle or pressure between yourself and family and your work and career. You may have a very intensive drive to succeed, which you will. Again, just make sure you're having your rest days, make sure that you are taking care of yourself. So that is all I had to say for Libras. This was a very general reading, so it may not apply to all of you. You may not resonate with it because, again, all of your charts may be different for most Libras. And yeah, just let me know in the comments. I'd like to know what your year has been like, what this month has been like for you. I'd love some inputs. And that is all I have for Libra. I'm most likely going to speed up the rest of the application if I'm still talking before it's done. Alright, so we are finished with the application. I'm going to go ahead and wipe away the sticky layer from the Polygel using alcohol so we can begin filing. I have my dust collector ready, and we are now ready to begin to shape these nails. Alright, so now that we're done filing, we are ready to move on to the gel art. So for today's gel art, I did a poll in the community tab and I asked everyone what they would want for Libra season, and we actually got some comments this time. I saw someone say they wanted short nails, a couple people actually, and unfortunately I couldn't do that since the majority voted long. And I do apologize if your desired length isn't chosen either. You can do this set in short when you do see how this turns out. I really like pink and I like glitter, and I thought, what beats glitter besides Cateye? Cateye is an amazing shimmer, and I'm like, I can incorporate that. I wanted to do a different type. I wanted to do French glitter with some bows, but when I executed it, it looked really basic and I really didn't want to post that. So for the nail art, I am going to start with applying the Cateye gel. I'm using silver Cateye. I'm going to apply that on all of the nails. I kind of wished I used a base that was a little more pinker because the Cateye kind of got rid of the base color. It made it gray. I am covering all my bases, so I do want to incorporate some black. I am applying a very thin layer of this black gel polish. I don't want this nail to stand out more than the rest of the nails. And we're going to be applying Cateye over this, so it'll blend in pretty nice. So for the thumb, I'm doing like a corset type of vibe here, I guess you can call it. It's just some abstract lines basically. You will see later in the video that I do show it more step by step when I get to the pinky, because I also did it there. So I apologize, you will see some cuts on the thumbnail. My hand was really cramped and achy, so there was a lot of parts I really couldn't film. I do apologize, you guys. For this next part, I do want a light pink, so I am mixing these two colors together. I made this pink a little too light. I really wanted a soft, like baby doll type of pink, but it came out nearly white in the pictures. In person, it looks very nice, like a soft baby powder pink, but on camera, it's like nearly white, and I'm just gonna make a note of that next time I do decide to make a really light pink. So for the index finger, this nail is also going to be a French, and this nail had the doll lettering on it. Again, my hand was cramping so bad, you guys. I literally could not show myself filming it. I don't know what it is. My hand is just really bad lately, and I think it's because I use my mouse a lot at work, so I don't know. It's really cramped. I try to do some stretches. I don't know how PC gamers do it, honestly. Moving on to the next nail, I'm doing that corset design. It's pretty simple. Well, it looks more simple than it is. So you are going to draw some circles. If that makes it better, you can map out some circles on your nail, or you can kind of do what I did and make some round abstract shapes. To finish this look off, I'm going to apply a top coat on all of my nails, and I will be curing this in the lamp for 60 seconds. So here are how my nails turned out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Libra, let me know what you guys think. This is really different, but I really wanted that coquette doll type of look, but also like dark and edgy at the same time. You guys let me know. I was a little bit scared to show this, but hopefully you guys are receptive to this. And Libra, I hope you guys enjoyed your season. I hope you guys take care of yourselves for the rest of the year. I do have everything that I used linked in the description box. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and thank you all so much for watching. I do hope to see you in my next video.